Yeah, Bronny James. So the issues that are plaguing a young Bron Simpson. We know Bronny James has been rising up in the ranks lately. Sierra Canyon prospect, yada, 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 yada. So now it's time for the whole recruitment process. Time for that whole shindig to go down. So there's been a report from an anonymous college coach. You know, whoever are these people when they ever ask these people these questions?
They're anonymous.
College coach on Bronny's recruitment process. I tried to get involved, but you had to jump through 1,000 hoops just to get to the mom. You're not allowed to talk to the kid. You have to schedule a time on Tuesday or Thursday with the publicist just to talk to the mom.
Okay. Who do you think this is? This is Bronny James. Come on, dog. That's Face Bronny. What the to my publicist to get to my mom? Like, come on, man.
Oh, it's an AC. It's an ACC coach too. It's an ACC coach too.
Why is my voice?
Who's in the ACC?
That's like Duke and North Carolina. Those big schools. I would figure.
It's definitely Duke. It's definitely Duke.
I think it's Virginia Tech too. I don't understand why that's such a hard thing to believe. I don't. You know what's probably the issue here? When people have somebody said, what Ray said, community college question mark. When people like are used to something and they're used to manipulating a system and they can't do it no more, they get mad that people change the rules for them to not be able to manipulate. I don't even understand how this is a problem, bro. I just don't get that.
Well, the quote might not even necessarily be saying that it's a problem. It's just like it exists, and this is how, how it is to interact with Bronny. Like they understand that that's a deal, but it's annoying. But it's a deal. It's not like they're complaining. I don't know, but I'm just not surprised. Like that's how I would expect trying to reach out to Bronny James. Unless I'm like Aiden Ross, and apparently I just got to play 2K with the bro.
Nah, that come up is insane when you really think about it, bro.
That's how it should be for everybody, though. Stop talking to my kid. Talk to the mom.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to be the boring one here, but yeah, pretty cut and dry topic to tell you the truth. Yeah.
So
weird.
LeBron follows up these conversations with, I think Bronny can go to any college he wants to. All I have to do is pick up the phone. If Bronny says he wants to go there, he's good enough. And people are apparently outraged about this because there's this whole conversation about nepotism rearing its ugly head again. And I personally don't think nepotism is bad. Like, if my dad was LeBron, I think I should be able to do damn near anything I fucking want to. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's been this whole conversation about like nepo babies on Twitter and on YouTube. There's been a bunch of like video essays and shit about it. Me personally, I just don't see the problem because it's gonna happen regardless. I don't know what y'all think like these industries are. If you're not gonna do it, someone is. So that's what I'm saying. So for you to like not take advantage of that for your family and your kids and your situation, just do it. Like you're holding back yourself from so many opportunities just cause of what? Like other people are gonna do it. So I just don't think it's a problem. Fight fire with fire, I guess, in this case.
Also, W genetics. Fuck them. Honestly, if your genetics aren't as good as Bronny James, then it is what it is. But W genetics.
Like, hey, God had by superior, bro. That's all I'm a side. Nah. Well, not really. Shit. Niggas born different. It's tough.
I'd also be interested in like what's it called? I'm gonna make situations and spaces where my kids don't have to go through the same exact things that I went through. I find it to be a weird mentality to say like my kids have to go through that same exact thing that you went through in the past that learned you a lesson or whatever. There's no reason why my kids should have to go through the same exact stuff that I went through, especially if I'm like willing and able, or able, I should say.
Well, I think there's only so much you can teach, like just tell them without them actually like experiencing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you all of this, but it's not really going to hit with you and you're not really going to apply it to your life unless you actually go through it. But I understand the idea of like, yo, I'm not gonna, shun you of this opportunity just for you to learn this lesson the hard way. But I do think there's certain things that like, okay, just me telling you is just not.
Honey, I see you.
What the fuck?
Hey yo,
Yo.
The fuck?
Say DeVito, say go fix the radio. Go fix the radio. Go fix the radio. What's it called? I hear what you're saying, B-Souls, about like there's only so much that you can say, but I think that's like overstated a little bit. Everybody learns differently.
Mhm.
Your child could be the child that learns, and every lesson is unique. So your child could be the child that like learns a lesson through words as opposed to actions. Like I know that I'm different from like my brother because my brother didn't have to learn that the stove was hot to not touch the stove, but me,
Mhm.
I had to learn about the different temperatures.
I looked at all high level players, right? I went through all the Sierra Canyon kids, all the top ranked kids, and all the grouped up kids. All the group kids were role players. All of the guys are 5-star, just beating on people, which means none of them are really never being tested. None of them are going 100% the whole game.
3rd degree, 2nd degree burns, 1st degree burn. Sometimes somebody got to touch that stove. So I can understand it for some people, but I also would want you to learn like that lesson in a different situation.
Mhm.
So like for an oh my god, I don't know. That's too much. That's good. As an example, like when I was younger, I wasn't like gifted a car like some of the people that I, lived around or whatever in high school. So I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car in high school. Until my uncle gave me a 1991 or 2 Ford Ranger, old truck, a lot of problems. Cool.
Mhm.
I learned how to navigate working on a car and the value of like valuing a car through that experience. I don't have to teach my son that same lesson by having him wait on the side of the highway with a broken down car like I was. Like that just doesn't have to be his reality or her reality. Like
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't force those situations upon your child. I just think when it comes to like parenting conversation, it's so hard to just speak. I know we can say this for a lot of things, but like it's so hard to speak without actually being a parent first. Because from my experience, like how my parents parented me being the oldest child, as opposed to how they parented my 2 younger sisters, they did a lot of trial error with me because I was their first, pretty much. It is like that sounds crazy, but just
I get it.
yeah. So once they got to my 2 younger sisters, they just knew the mistakes and things that they probably would have done differently with me, so that when they got to my younger sisters, okay, I'm gonna move this way. Because with me, mistake, and I wouldn't say mistake, but I would say one of the things that like is a big conversation with how they raised me is like the fact that they moved a lot.
Mhm.
They were just so focused on like their career, their job. Let's move here, let's move there, let's move that. Let's move here, let's move there, let's move everywhere. But I told them like, yo, for me, that affects me because I've never actually established like good friendships because we keep fucking moving. You know what I'm saying? Like going to high school, the fact that, these kids have certain cliques and like they have lifelong friendships, I never got to experience that. So like when they raised my 2 younger sisters, that was like an emphasis like, yo, we cannot be moving that much because, my sisters need to be raised within like a comfortable environment. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Nah, I understand that one wholeheartedly. They said we the new playback.
All right, we good. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I want to read a little bit more of the super chats, and I also want to play this this clip from Akon, but I want to also make it clear. As of right now, as it sits on the panel, I'm the only one who actually has kids, though. So the nepotism talk really is.
All you bitches is my sons.
All you bitches is my son. And I ain't talking about Phoenix.
He's on fire.
Oh, brother.
Oh my god.
You had to. I guess.
If I had a dick, I would pull it out and piss on them.
What's that? Yeah.
Did you play? You know what?
Yo, Omar, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I miss having like a dedicated mic. I feel like a real Potter right now, man. No cap. No cap.
Yeah. Hey.
What's it called? Let's read some of these super chats.